Imagine bringing your stories to life with cinematic videos without needing a camera crew or complex editing skills. Whether it's a captivating AI movie trailer or a short film you're working on for a compliance training, or a marketing brand story with a cinematic flair for a spectacular product launch, the possibilities with cinematic videos are endless. Cinematic videos create immersive, emotional, and memorable experiences. Today, I'm taking you behind the scenes with an AI tool that makes this vision a possibility. You'll discover Minimax's interface, learn how to create videos with consistent characters and styles within Minimax, get tips on audio design, and I'll even include a super secret bonus tip at the end for that maximum cinematic impact. By the end, you're going to have a complete workflow for creating cinematic videos. So let's roll. Now, there are plenty of AI video tools out in the market. You'll come across Runway, Lumen Stream Machine, Kling, Pixaverse, and each of these tools have different strengths, but they also have different limitations. Each tool works best with a different kind of video style. If you take a look at the Harry Potter trailer that I made, I used a number of different tools to create that because each shot worked better in a different tool. Now, where Minimax stands out is creating complex scenes and action-packed scenes and cinematic videos. That's where Minimax really shines. And the best part is it's super beginner friendly. So if you're just getting started with AI video tools, you'll want to check out Minimax. So what exactly is Minimax? Well, Minimax is an AI video generator that creates videos based on prompts. With just a few keystrokes, you can create realistic scenes, consistent characters, and really bring your story to life. You can even create powerful visual effects and unique camera angles. It's like you're directing your very own movie from your keyboard. So how do you actually get started? Well, getting to Minimax is a little bit confusing because Minimax lives on the Hailuo website, and I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but I will leave a link to Hailuo down in the description below, and you can just click that and it'll take you to Minimax. Now, once you get there, it's super easy. Just go ahead and sign up, and guess what? Here's the best part. When you sign up, you get 3 days of unlimited use. And that's really enough to create a short video. You really want to make use of those 3 days of unlimited use, and you can queue 3 jobs at a time. You have the paid version, you can get 5 jobs queued at the same time, and the wait time really depends on the time of day that you're working on Minimax. I found that when I work late at night, there's less people in queues, so my generations are a lot faster versus when I'm working during the day and it takes a long time to get videos generated. So the interface is actually super simple. There's 2 options. You can do a text to video or you can do an image to video. Let's take a look at the text to video option first. All right, you can add your prompt here, and if you click on this icon of a magical pencil, the AI will automatically enhance your prompt. Now, this is great if you're not particular about what you're looking for, because the AI will take on its own creative freedom and create something for you. But if you want something specific and you want more control, you might want to turn that off. This way, the AI will follow the prompt more closely. Now, adding a simple text prompt will get you a good generation, don't get me wrong. But if you want a great generation, there are certain elements that you want to include in your prompt. You can include the shot type, the subject details, the setting details, and the style details. Ensuring you have these elements will get you closer to the shot that you're looking for, because this gives the AI the instruction it needs to create that perfect shot for you. But there's a catch. If you want to use Minimax's AI video generator to tell stories, you need consistent characters and you need a consistent style. And you're not going to be able to achieve that with the text to video prompting, which is why now we're going to talk about the image to video prompting within Minimax. Now, the image to video feature is actually pretty great, and it's the feature that I'm pretty much using all the time. The reason is that this really helps you to be able to create stories with consistent characters and that consistent style. Why? Because the AI is going to use that image as the first frame of your video, and it'll build on that. So you know that you've got a character within the image, you've got style defined within the image, you know exactly what to expect. So all you need to make sure is that you're giving the AI a cinematic shot and then giving it the right prompt to get a cinematic video. So how do you actually get a cinematic image that you can use to then create the cinematic video? Well, I'll give you 3 main tips. You need a cinematic shot, you need a consistent style, and you need consistent characters. So how do you get that? How can you get a cinematic shot in an image generator? A quick way is to actually just use cinematic in the prompt. You can put it right at the beginning so that the AI puts a lot more emphasis on it. You can say cinematic shot of A and then just add your subject after. So cinematic shot of a kangaroo in Kung Fu. Adding cinematic at the beginning of the prompt will ensure that the AI puts more emphasis on it. This is especially true if you're using MidJourney as your image generator. And then after that, you can add the details of your character, the setting, and the style. So how do you get a consistent style? Well, if you're using MidJourney, you want to use the style reference feature. Use that easily by adding --sref, the URL of the image whose style you want to emulate within your prompt. I have a more detailed tutorial on how to do exactly that, and I'll link it up here, so if you're interested in ensuring that you're getting consistent style within your images, you might want to check that out. Quick summary is that if you want to emulate the same style of an image that you see, or let's say you want to emulate the style of a certain movie, well, you can go ahead and take a screenshot of that movie or take a URL of an image, add that to your prompt, and you'll be able to get that same style within your own image. And of course, if you're trying to tell a story, you need consistent characters. Well, MidJourney has this handy feature that's really great at getting a consistent character. It's called the character reference feature, and all you need to do is add --sref and add a URL of the image of your character at the end of your prompt. This lets MidJourney know that you want a character as a subject within your image. It's super easy to do. You've got to try it out. Once you've got all your images, well, you're gonna head on back over to Minimax. We're back in Minimax, and now we can start generating our AI videos. Head on over to the image to video feature, upload your image, and add a prompt. Now, again, you can enable the auto enhance feature by clicking on this icon that looks like a magical pencil. Again, you'll be giving more creative control to the AI. Go ahead and test that out. But if you really want more control, you want to specify what you want, and you want the AI to follow your prompt very closely, you'll want to turn that off. For the best results, you need to ensure that your image actually matches what you're trying to create. If you're asking the AI to create, let's say, an aerial shot, but the image is of a close-up, AI will really struggle with it because the image doesn't lend itself to creating that kind of a video. You've got to make sure that the initial camera angle aligns with the image that you're providing to the AI, because that will serve as the first frame of your AI video. When you're prompting, you want to be specific. The more details you give Minimax, the better your results will be. If you're not getting the results that you want, you might want to take a look at your prompt. Read it over and think about any ways that it could be potentially interpreted differently. Not only will this improve your prompting game, but it will also make you a better communicator because it will make you more articulate and clear when you speak. One important thing to remember is the quality of the output that you get from Minimax is very much dependent on that initial image that you give it to work with. If you have distortions in the image, or if the faces are not clear, you'll see that come through in the video generation as well. Start getting distortions or artifacts. You really want to make sure that the image is clear, crisp, the best quality output that you can get. One thing I've noticed that Minimax is truly really great at is morphing one subject, one character to something else. Take a look at this video. Here I prompted for Professor McGonagall to jump and turn into a robotic cat. It's done a super great job. My only complaint is that I can't specify an end frame, so I can't tell it what the end frame needs to look like to have more control over the morphing, which is something that I can do in Runway. But I found that the physics in Minimax was actually a lot better than the physics I got in Runway. So although I was able to specify the beginning frame and the end frame in Runway, I didn't love the results that I got, although they were pretty good. But Minimax gave me really good physics within the character. The character actually jumped and turned into a cat, whereas in Runway it just kind of walked, turned into a cat. Like I said, different tools work better for different things. Now there are other things that Runway does really great that Minimax isn't really great at. Again, really depends on what you're trying to create, and the tool that you use will really depend on the function that you want it to perform. So you've taken all your images, you've put them into Minimax, gotten your AI generated videos. How do you take these cinematic videos and actually add audio to them? For that, we're going to jump over to another tool and over to 11 Labs. This is where you can create the dialogue dialogue or the narration for your scenes. I love that's really great. You can use the text to audio feature. You just go ahead and input your text and it'll convert it to audio. You can choose the kind of character that you want to be speaking that audio. Another cool feature is that you can actually upload your own audio of you speaking the dialogue that you want, and you can convert it. So let's say I wanted to change my audio to be more like an older man. I could go ahead and upload my audio. So it'll take my audio and then convert that to sound more like an older man.
On this channel, we talk about AI tools and how to get started with them.
So this way you can use your own sound, change your voice into a character that you want to depict in your story. 11 Labs is a paid tool, and there are other free tools out there that they're really not as good. Once you've got your dialogue ready, you've got to start thinking about your background music. For that, you want to use Suno. Now it's really great because you can prompt it to create any kind of music. It'll do that in seconds. Don't know how to use it or you don't know much about Suno? I've got a tutorial all about it and I can link it up here. Now, the bonus tip. If you want to create cinematic videos, quality of your video really does matter. Minimax is going to give you a 720p resolution, and that's really not great, but you can upscale it to 4K. Heck, you can even upscale it to 8K. All you need is a video upscaling tool. I've been using Topaz and I definitely recommend it. I've gotten great results from it. It's a one-time purchase, so you don't have to sign up for a subscription, but it's totally worth it if you're doing a lot of video work. I generally upscale to 4K and I'll use the rear model. So if you decide to use Topaz, I definitely recommend you try that model. There are, of course, other tools that are free. They are pretty good and they will upscale your video and get you a better resolution, but I haven't gotten the same kind of results that I get with Topaz. So really it comes down to your budget and your needs, so take a look and see what works for you. Whether you're a learning designer, a marketer, a filmmaker, a content creator, or just someone working on their passion project, Minimax AI opens a world of possibilities for you to be able to create cinematic, complex scenes that are action-packed and very expressive. Let me know if you've got some tips to create AI videos of your own. If you haven't done so yet, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video.